Hello, my name is Muhammad Hazbi bin Makrozi, and I want to present about the introduction of the weather charts. So the first thing first is the interaction between solar wind dynamic pressure and the magnetic reconnection causes the manosphere to take on the shape of the teardrop and allow solar energetic particles to enter the Earth's ionosphere. The second one is the largest contributors to the solar wind intensity are explosive solar eruption like coronal mass injection, flash, and eruptive prominences that cause the highest velocity in the solar wind, and the shock wave that compress and amplify the magnetic field in the solar wind plasma. So the third one is the activities on the sun and development of synaptic situation on Earth. The fourth is there are external influences that come from the sun, the moon, and the ocean. So the lastly is the impact on Earth is determined by the eruption heliographic position and the circumstances existing in interplanetary space.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Azim bin Shamsuddin and my matrix number is 211291018. Today, I will be presenting how to interpret weather chart. As you can see, there are 5 points on the slide. The number one is high and dry. High and dry is when wind blow clockwise around an anticyclone or area of high pressure. It is labeled H on the weather chart. Number two is swing low. Swing low is a low pressure with isobars drawn in tightly packed circle, and it is anti-clockwise direction and air is rising. It is labeled L on the slide. Okay, and there are three more points, and that is warm front, cold front, and occluded front. A warm front is usual colored red, as you can see on the chart, with semicircle indicating in direction of travel. By meaning warm front is the area will be sunny side up. Okay. Number two is cold front. A cold front brings colder air, so the line representing it on weather chart or weather map is often the color blue, shown as cold, meaning the area will approximately be raining or having cold air surrounding it. Okay. The last one is occluded front, meaning hot and cold. As you can see on the chart, it is colored, usually purple, which happens when cold front catches up with a warm front. Practically, the area will be quite moist. That is all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Imam Syami bin Muhammad Subri. Manometry is 211292556. Okay, a complex process. Forecasting the weather is difficult and complex. Three steps are included in the procedure: observation, analysis, and communication. For first observation, forecasters use atmospheric models for observation. These are group of equations that show how the atmosphere is currently functioning. To predict the weather, models rely on data from observation of the atmosphere, land, and oceans begin conditions. To determine the real state of the atmosphere, data from the models is supplemented with information gathered from weather stations that are installed at strategy location around an area or country. This data assimilation improve forecaster comprehension of the changing weather system, which lead to better prediction. For analysis, these data sets are essential for analyze past and present weather to make forecasts. Unfortunately, the network of data observation stations, both human and automated, remain undeveloped, particularly in developing nations. That is the outcome of the industry only receiving modest investment. Forecasters in the nation are compelled to use inferior alternative database. For last, communication. Once projections have been compiled, they are made public in a variety of ways, depending on the requirement of end users. The packaging of weather goods, including application, TV, and radio bulletins, and online update will vary.
My name is Muhammad Lukman Nur Hakim bin Kaize and my matric number was 211292071. I will talk about the advantage that video chat give in terms of the environment and public health. I will explain with two different sectors of industry. The first one is aviation world, which is all facets of air travel and the operation that support it are included in the aviation business that implies the entire airline sector, such as manufacture of aircraft, research organization, military aviation, and much more. In this sector, they have aviation weather map which help to show area that cover in cloud. Also, let we know current time and area. The next one is constant pressure chart, where the function is to help pilot and the meteorologist to receive more precise weather map. Last one in this sector is surface weather analysis that give the info to user about the area of high and low pressure. The next sector is agriculture industry, which is in this sector is about farming. In this sector has a weather forecasting that we call from the prediction of atmospheric condition based on a place and a time. The weather forecasting makes the farmer works more efficiently in their day-to-day operation. It also helps the farmer to controlling the pests and other crop disease to spread over the field. Last one, give the farmer an accurate field level meteorological data for help them get their work more efficient in farming. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Tasnim Muhammad Noor. So for the conclusion, the essential foundation for weather analysis and forecasting is provided by weather chart. They are based on information gathered by weather station on the ground as well as information gathered by satellite and probe at great height. Next one, the red arrow depicts the wind as it would be if it followed parallel to the isobar, whereas the blue arrow depicts the wind as it the most likely to be. The blue arrow is longer than the brown arrow when the flow bends heavily around the height, indicating that the wind is stronger than the isobar spacing indicate. To predict the weather, model rely on data from observation of the atmosphere, land and ocean beginning condition to determine the real state of the atmosphere. Data from the model is supplemented with information gathered from weather stations that are installed at strategic locations around an area or country. Forecasters also find it difficult to predict when a region's seasonal rainfall will begin and stop because they can't look at trend over year or decade due to a lack of access to superior historical data. Some projections are more accurate than others due to this difference in access to data and technology. And next, weather forecasting can be loosely interpreted as a statement or prediction of how and what the weather will likely be the following day or the following several days. Timing of fertilizer and weather forecasting. Forecasting aids farming by letting them know when, how much, and what kind of fertilizer to use at the time.